Well, indeed, everyone. This is Quasar or Jane, and I have One Who Believes as well with us on this call, and Zorra.
And now
today,
One Who Knows.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, One Who Knows. How about One Who Believes and Knows?
There you go. I've been promoted.
And today, everyone, is January the 21st, and here in the western coast, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and 1 o'clock or so out east.
Yes.
So we're just going to get started, Zorra, because everyone is really waiting for your words today.
Well, my words and the words of also indeed the words of Prime Creator too, intermixed actually. As you are all well aware, free will has not been removed yet, which is quite obvious. Different events have taken place that prove that to be so. And what is termed the divine plan was for everything to occur by inauguration, and that did not occur. So, and it all stemmed from what was termed as free will. As you know, free will is a very powerful thing. Leave it here. Free will is an extremely powerful force. So, until it is what is termed fully taken away, events that are even what's called set forth in the divine plan can also be altered because of free will. And that seems to be the case now as to what did not occur. There are still many out there who do not want this to go through. And there are many out there that do. It is an even balance. What tips the scales? To tip the scales, one must consider what is called removal of a gift given to mankind in the beginning of free will. That is the big question. Why hasn't it been done? Because there are, as I have said before, there are many that don't want it to happen. And there are many, much more, all the light workers want it done. The ones that don't want it done are the ones that are not light workers, or do not realize that they are light workers in reality. Because in reality, all are light workers. They just are unrealized.
Zorra, can I ask you a real quick question right here in this place? When people's expectations, the light workers' expectations that it's going to happen any time, isn't that a force to help make it happen? Whereas if their expectations are changed to say, oh, it's not going to happen until March, doesn't that actually hinder the energy for it to manifest? If their expectations are changed to a later date, they don't think it's going to happen for a while, isn't expectation that it's going to happen anytime more conducive to it happening?
Expectation comes into play as well, but also when a certain event is given and it comes and goes and nothing occurs, then there's what is called a letdown. And that is what is happening presently. Just as when the inauguration took place, there were many in Washington that did not want that to occur. But the majority of them did. And therefore, it did. It occurred. So there was also a point there where the scale was tipped in favor of inauguration. But you also have what is called a window of waiting now, 120 days. And what can happen within that time period? Much can happen within that time period, for the better or the worse. Divine plan is in force and is for the perfection of it to occur. Wants it, the new governance to be announced, wants what is called the Nasara to be announced, wants what is called the changeover of government, and what is called the Republic to be announced. And there's what is called the divine plan was put what is called on notice that a change was coming. And it came. But also understand, do not let this waver, do not let this what is called delay, do not let it destroy what you have accomplished, what all have accomplished. In the process of what is called the divine plan, many more have come to the light. Many more are no longer asleep. Many more are waking up. So, was that the reason for what is called the disagreement? As to it occurring yesterday? Well, I asked Prime Creator that question. And from the point of the time where he mentioned removing the full, what is called blessing of free will, there were many stirrings that went on in the higher ups, as you term them, lower than him, but still higher ups from you. And there were many what is called mumblings and things of this nature that were not spoken, but of course were thought. As you know, thought is the creator, as thought always is. And whatever one thinks, one is. So, to what is told your understanding, it is another delay, or another letdown, or another what is called unfulfillment of prophecy, if you will. We do not see it as this. We see it as what is termed as still moving forward, not in reverse. So do not let this event, which is called the inauguration, cloud your judgment or take away your understanding, your blessing, Do not let this non-happening rob you of your knowingness. Doubt is another very powerful thing, and it can destroy what you have all done to accomplish where you are. Do not doubt the messenger. Do not doubt yourself, your ability. For as gods and goddesses that you are, you a collective of gods are growing by leaps and bounds. More and more people, I have heard it on their lips. Yes, we can. We have the power. Those words have not been uttered before now. Yes, we can. Yes, we know. It was never that way on the surface. And now it is becoming that way. More and more peoples are waking up from their slumber and have come to realize who and what they are. And to some, it is a fearful thing, knowing that they have the power to change the reality that is around them. And when people come to realize this, that is when change occurs. But we want to also remind everyone that just because it did not occur yesterday does not mean it will not occur tomorrow or the following day. Each day draws you closer to your blessing. And each day your faith grows stronger. And your knowingness grows stronger. And soon there will be nothing to oppose it. These are the words coming from our Creator. He does not see this as what is called a defeat. It's not in his vocabulary. But it is in many that are on the surface. The inauguration of Trump into the White House, many questions have arisen from many peoples, particularly those of the female gender. Why would you put a womanizer in the White House? Why would you put what is called a person who has in his past come on to employees in his own organization in a sexual manner? Assault, if you term it that. And why would they have someone like that in the White House? That was the march of the women in Washington, all of them bringing forth that information. and one coming forth, bringing forth information of her involvement or her what is called experience with Trump. So, but that is all what is called that would be what is called, well, Trump's burden to bear as well, knowing the truth that he has done. Much more would be revealed about Trump as the days pass, which will be grounds for impeachment if it is warranted. They were speaking of impeaching him before he even got into office. Was he not?
Yes.
So much can happen in the coming week or weeks that will weigh heavily upon Trump's presidency. So things that were left in a closet, put away, hidden, will be revealed. More and more will be coming forward about their experience with this president that is now in office. And that's why I said he will not be there for long.
Is that still the case?
That is still the case. He shall not be there long.
And the question I have, or I think a lot of people would ask, is this situation with Trump and the Republic and the Zorra, that's really a separate issue than the GCR, is it not?
It is indeed.
So while that issue is further developing and becoming, what it's going to turn into be, when the announcements are made, the GCR could very well be in progress by that time.
It is in progress already.
Yeah, well, I'm saying the 800 numbers specifically.
Specifically, the numbers that you will need to make contact with the exchange centers.
Right. So I just want people to know that while you were talking about the coming weeks for Trump, that doesn't mean the coming weeks for the GCR, because the GCR with the 800 numbers could, like you say, happen at any time, even though the presidency and the Republic and all that is still evolving.
Indeed, that is so. You are correct.
So in regards to the 800 numbers first, Zorra, Prime Creator is still going to be removing the free will, I guess is my first question.
That is what he must do in order for this to occur. Understand, the free will is the hindrance, that is the hold-up, as you term it, for this to occur.
Everything to occur.
For everything to occur. The free will is the key point. And
there are people that are exercising their free will fully against it and will not let up against that, and they have to be shut down for this to go through. Indeed. Because their will is literally preventing it.
It is
what you're saying.
Yeah. Yes, the free will, the gift of free will, which it is a gift, and when Prime Creator mentioned that he was contemplating on taking it away for the purpose to let this go through, there's been much opposition to that from the higher-ups. And so these are things he also must take into consideration before making this decision. And not just the people upon the earth, but the people, but the other gods that are with
all the different
Prime Creator's court, as it is so termed.
I think, if I may, Zorra,
of course.
I think you're referring to all of the different universes and galaxies that are out there.
Indeed.
So they are also at play here on our galaxy and, of course, on this particular planet. So I guess if that being the case, that he is still planning to remove the free will.
That's still the planning, yes.
Is that concrete, or is that still up in the air because of these other higher level beings out there that are influencing what the plan?
That is a good question. You always know how to ask the right one.
Well, it would be so nice if everybody could be convinced that this is in their best interest for it to go through, but there are some that are just bound and determined that they are not, they're going to go down with the fight, and they're going to go down, and they are never, ever going to be convinced. And for those people, you just need to be able to take away their ability to stop it for the moment, to let it go through, and then you return the ability, but then it's too late. It's already launched. Could you
answer my question, Zorra?
Ask it again.
my question. I know. It's okay. We love our Richard. The question I had asked is that we know that removing free will is an integral. I mean, it is an important part. It's a monumental part of
decision to be made.
Okay, so that's the first question.
Yes.
It sounds like it's not completely concrete. It's not completely affirmative.
Well, it is concrete and affirmative with Prime Creator.
Correct. But then we have others.
Lower cabinet, if you will.
And we call it a cabinet of much higher beings that we are not aware of on our planet.
Indeed.
It's a whole other universes and galaxies that are to be considered at this point, as they are all looking at our Earth in this particular galaxy with what happens. This is how much we affect not only our Earth, we affect the universe, we affect other universes and parallel types of universes, and we won't go there right now. So, Zorra, could you answer that question as far as the others that he's considering?
Prime Creator has already made up his mind to remove what is called the free will for a period of time to allow the blessing or the GCR reevaluation, or RV as you term it, to occur. And then that has not swayed. He has not swayed from that. The issue is that the free will of what is called the other higher-ups that are, in a sense, protesting. I hate to use that word. They are somewhat protesting the decision Prime Creator made in regards to the removal of the free will on planet Earth. So I already know he's going to do it. It's just a matter of when. We wished he would have done it yesterday. And many of you wish the same thing. But there again, there are those that do not wish this to occur.
Well, the question begs, why not?
I think they are looking at what is called the bigger picture of it, the concept, what is called the repercussions of it.
If I might point out, Saturday is a really good day for this because it's the only day of the week that every bank and market is closed in the world. So I just throw that into the ring. this would be an ideal day for that.
Of course,
my suggestion. Let me just put that out there for Prime Creator. This is a really good day for that.
So you were saying, Zorra? You were saying?
It all has to do with what is called not necessarily the free will upon the planet. They're also questioning, when he said removal of free will, does that pertain to all other universes, which is called other galaxies into this nature? Or does it just pertain to this one? That is the big question.
Well, I guess my question then is, I thought we were only talking about our little Earth and not all the universes and other galaxies, even though they are affected by the decision that he makes.
Indeed.
And I guess that's the ramifications, is what would happen to them as well. But I thought, oh, okay, I got it.
The solar system.
So, yeah. Okay, so let me see if I could try to maybe explain this a little.
Better.
Just from my knowing as far as being here on this planet.
Go ahead. I shall put that on pause.
Oh, hold on 1 second, everybody.
That's your Wallace.
Okay, so I think that what I surmise from this is that Prime Creator wants the free will on this planet to be removed for however long it takes to be able to get the 800 numbers out. And the implications of that, now we're talking about energetically what happens. We all know at this point that we're governed by our government, and however, on a much higher scale, there are many above our Earth in higher dimensions and in other galaxies, and they are looking at our particular galaxy, at our particular solar system, and how it relates energetically to all the others. So what happens on one plane also affects all the others, just like a tiny ripple in the ocean. So that's how much this particular time removal of the free will will definitely affect, like the ocean. If we're a ripple and there is an ocean, that's how much this impacts everything around it. Am I kind of in the right direction, Zorra?
Yes, you're speaking of a tidal wave.
Yeah.
Not a ripple.
Tidal wave effect, if you will.
Okay. So it isn't a minor thing at all?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is not a minor decision.
All right. So then going back to making the decision, if Prime Creator already wants to have this done, and we have all of these other higher beings of higher dimensions who are probably, you can't even see them because it's only energy at work or just thought at work, and many of them, of course, are in other types of other kinds of bodies, etc. But they have the power as well to make planets, make galaxies. I mean, this is how high we're going. Is that correct? Okay, so maybe you could tell them a little bit more, because it's more complicated than this.
Well, what is called, the higher-ups look at the RV as a minuscule.
Minuscule.
Your vocabulary is we do this in thought. I mean, in Hollow Earth, we think, we telepath each other. The voicing is not done, so bear with me here. But
Minuscule.
Minuscule. Minute. Compared to the whole.
Right.
So, what effects, or what's called in many people's hindsight, what is the repercussions of such an event? What will it, how will it change the frequency of the earth? How will it change the way people think? That is the question.
Wow, that's pretty profound.
It is very profound. So, Prime Creator is doing what is termed weighing all of the input, if you will, not just from the earth beings, but also the ascended masters, or what is called the upper gods, or upper gods from you, not from him. But
yes, we understand, sir.
Yes. His court. That is a simple way to put it. His court. And their concern is that is this going to have as you term, a ripple effect? Is it going to cause what is called chaos? Is it going to cause misunderstanding? There are many things that this can do.
And you're not just referring to Earth, you're referring to all the higher.
I'm speaking of your galaxy.
And more.
So,
and more.
Zorra, is this the first time something like this has ever been contemplated?
Yes.
Indeed.
It has.
That's really something.
Well, your world is very important.
Indeed.
Understand, your world is slated for ascension, fully. And nothing is being allowed to affect what is called your ascension. In regards to what is called free will, that may impact the ascension.
In what way, Zorra?
Well, when a person's free will is taken away from their control, many different what is called ideas can emerge. Yes?
They might lose confidence in their thoughts or in their abilities or in their experience or something, because for the moment things are out of whack, something like that.
Yes.
But that's negative.
Of course that is negative.
But you also said that they would have a sense of peace.
Hold on a second, Richard.
Okay.
Go ahead. What did you say?
No, Zorra, go ahead. Please complete your thought.
But the court of Prime Creator, I will not do the hierarchy. That is confusing. The court of Prime Creator. Some are in agreement, some are in disagreement. So, what needs to be a unanimous decision to take away the free will. That is what is going on with Prime Creator and his court.
So that's basically the reason why the 800. That's the reason why the free will was not removed.
Yes.
Because there was still there was still debate.
Dissension.
Okay.
If you will.
All right.
We are ready, myself, Prime Creator are ready, all for doing this to occur. But as we have spoken, there are some in the court that are not quite there in agreement. And that is the meeting that is taking place presently.
Again.
Prime Creator is assuring them that it is not going to have a ripple effect, as it is so termed, into the whole of creation. That is the question that is on the lips of the court. The other ones in Prime Creator's court. They have what is called in your terms, on your surface, a deciding vote. Is that the term used?
Mm-hmm.
To tip the scale, as it is so termed. So this is the meeting taking place in the court of Prime Creator, even as we speak. So hold fast to your knowingness, one who knows, and hold fast and do not waver from your path. Do not become disheartened. But you're also in another window, in what is termed the 120-day window.
Mm. It's almost 4 months. Sorry.
I understand what that is. Remember, I know what time is.
Yes.
Time is a no thing.
Exactly.
But on your surface, it is a thing.
Yeah.
But know that the divine plan is still in force, according to Prime Creator. And it also in accordance with what is called the others that are already for the decision to be made for the removal of the free will. But there is a minuscule, minute, small portion, a fraction of the court undecided. And that is what is called, what is the term, ironed out, so made smooth. So there is no ripple, as you term it.
That Zorra, that 120 days, isn't that technically start when Nasra is announced, that from that point it's 120 days until the new elections, or is the 120 days already started?
Yeah, from the inauguration, I thought.
From inauguration.
So we're already on the 120-day countdown till the new elections.
Indeed.
All right.
So,
I forgot what I was going to ask. So, here, I just remembered my question, Zorra.
Indeed.
So, if that is what we're waiting for, the So it's really out of our hands at this point.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
It is in the hands of Prime Creator and the court.
Right. Okay. However, we still have an integral part in manifesting this to happen from our point of view.
From your point of view, yes.
Yeah, because our Earth and all of humanity, I mean, even though we have so many we have Prime Creator who's so vast. It's the most that we can't even imagine, Prime Creator. And then we can't even imagine that we have other universes and other galaxies and also many, many other higher dimensional beings as well that is looking upon our Earth. So,
and its ascension.
And its ascension. Because it's just as a little bit of a history, we were due for ascension 26,000 some years. We call this is the Kali Yuga part, and we didn't make it. We did not make it. Our galaxy right now is also in it's in a position that needs to be remedied as well. And this ascension is really, really, really very critical. So when Zorra...
It is a pivotal point.
Go ahead, Zorra.
It is a pivotal point in what is called ascension. With the rest of the universe.
Correct, because we are still slated to be moving towards the center of the galaxy.
And you are.
Right, because folks, we are not where we need to be. We need to be in the center of our divine galaxy. We were thrown off kilter at some point in our evolution of millions of years ago. So this goes beyond what we presently understand. Now, I didn't want to have to bring this up, but I wanted all of you to understand that there is such a huge realms of understanding that we still don't get and know. But we will, as we increase our frequency and our knowing regarding what is happening. So we appreciate Zorra and Prime Creator for what you are helping us to do, and we love you.
Of course. We love you too. And also, the process that is going on now with what is called the light workers awakening, more and more every day are awakening to the realization that they are more than their essence.
Their bodies. More than their bodies?
More than their bodies, yes. More and more people are coming to the realization that this is just a shell. And the essence within you is the God within you. So you are housing a god or a goddess, or sometimes both. I thought I might throw that in there. Oh, I like your statement.
It was a That's a private joke, everybody. Anyway.
Anyway, but and if you wish to know what is called the reality, also of one reality of what is called Trump's what is called his view of the transgender community is in question as well, because his what is called present wife was born male.
I don't think this is. We didn't know this.
Yeah, Joseph had mentioned that a couple times. Yeah.
Yes, she was male in the beginning, in her childhood. What is that term? Ivana Trump? Is that the one?
Ivana.
Ivana?
Oh, no. Ivana was the first wife.
Oh, the first one.
Yes.
Ivana Trump, which is called
this is his second
transsexual being.
This is his second wife. Isn't that correct?
You know what? I just don't remember. I
don't either.
I'm not up to date with that.
So one of his wives. Was what is termed as a transgender being, or transsexual being, if you will. But that is irrelevant. But still, his understanding or his conflict is, and for a long time he did not know either. So.
Yeah, they've had movies about stories like that. Where someone gets married and they don't even know. Yeah.
Indeed.
So, anyways, I guess the question, and we know that that's one of the reasons why so many oppose Trump, because of his background and as far as some of the beliefs that he has, whether it's race or religion or what have you, it goes on. And however, he is now our new president, Zorra.
Indeed.
And he apparently, from what we're hearing, is that he is going to be the president of the new republic. And they're also saying that is already in place. Could you maybe comment on that?
Is he going to be the president of the new republic?
They're saying that he is already.
No, he is not.
And that's a firm answer, Zorra?
This is a firm answer. It is what's called, he is setting forth what is called making way for what is called the president of the republic.
Yeah, they said that his speech was announcing the republic agenda.
Indeed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that his presidency is going to be mirroring what's actually going to be taking hold when the republic is announced, or will be announced when the republic is announced.
So we shall wait and see what does transpire within this 120-day waiting period. Not waiting, it's still moving.
I have a question, Zorra. So Trump was, and we already know this, that he was the person that was going to become the next president. And that is also, which we can look at as a way also to remove a couple of the cabal, many of them out of the way, even though Trump is also being named as part of the cabal. And is that true?
Part of the cabal?
Yes, Trump.
Understand Trump in his in what is called his role before the presidency, and what is termed his financial empire.
Right.
Much of that was intertwined in the cabal.
Okay.
Much of his holdings and things of this nature. came from the cabal.
And so therefore, some of the news that we have heard is that he will be like the puppet in the United States for Russia and China.
Well, we shall see.
Everything good will come of all of what is presently happening.
Indeed it will. He will implement many changes in government. And we shall see if he holds true to his promises.
Which are positive.
Which so far seem to be positive. He wants to do what is termed to bring an end to what is called welfare, to put everyone back to work.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. How many people are on welfare?
Much too many.
Indeed, that is a monumental task that he has taken upon himself.
The healthcare reform as well, Zorra.
That one too. For he has made statements, even in his what is called in his plan, his health plan, and that excludes certain sects of society. And so, particularly those that come from south of the border.
Right.
And this is a danger zone.
Indeed.
When you talk about doing what is termed as taking away the rights of peoples who have come over the border.
Because they're illegal.
Because they're not citizens.
Correct.
Of the United States.
Correct.
Or of the District of Columbia, if you will. So those are what is called issues that must also be looked at. The exclusion of certain races or beings in the United States. So.
Okay. Well, I guess you've already answered the question about Trump anyways, that he won't last very long.
No, he is putting what's called he is not thinking before he speaks. You understand what we're saying, yes, Richard?
Yes. I'm thinking that his job is to set the stage, to begin to put forth some ideas and concepts and philosophies of what the Republic is going to embrace when they come into the public view. But what you're saying is there are some things he's saying that probably shouldn't be said?
Yes, exactly. Some things are being said that are going to cause him difficulty.
Right.
When you're speaking of bringing an end to welfare and putting people back to work, where are these jobs coming from?
Well, that's why the 800 numbers are so necessary, Zorra.
Of course, that is true.
We definitely we can help in that direction.
Yes, you can. Many Absolutely. Of you have are considered whales, as you term them. Many of you hold much currency in what is termed the RV and things of that nature. Many of you are going to be blessed abundantly in that blessing when it comes forth.
Thank you, Zorra. Zorra, I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry.
I know you.
No, go ahead, Liv.
I was just going to ask Zorra. You know, we have now that people are going to hear your this message today, and there are still, and so if we look at the reality that we're in presently, so many people continuing to lose their homes, continuing to lose their jobs, people who are continuing to get more ill. What would you say to them at this point so that they could hold on hold on for however long it takes to get this completed? What would you say?
Do not let circumstances guide you. Go within yourselves. If you have not, what is called, taken upon yourself the art of meditation, I would do so.
We should have another meditation. Yeah.
Yes, you should have a mass meditation.
We shall do that, sir.
But also you also understand when it comes to Trump, he has said he's going to do many things. And those many things will bring about more freedom for the peoples. He has spoken about inventors. He has spoken about what is called creators of new technology, what is called, well, not new, but rediscovered, if you will, of free energies and things of this nature. If he holds true to what he is saying, much will be changing very rapidly in the division of technology for the better. And we will assist him in this if his endeavors are true.
I guess I wanted to mention that there are certain individuals that come upon this planet that make a difference.
Of course.
And
you're one of them.
Yeah, we all are one
yes.
of them.
Wow.
So as far as what we can do individually,
mm-hmm.
in spite of the situations that we are in, we really are resourceful, because all of us who are light workers have said, yes, I will come to Earth to help.
Indeed.
Right. So people need to go within again, to go back and try to remember the purpose of why they are here. And that they, wherever they are and whatever situation they are still very powerful. Go ahead, Zorra.
No,
they are still very powerful.
I was turning this into a refund. So maybe my Soraya could say some few words as well.
Oh, well, it's going to take a little time for her to come, Zorra.
No, not as quick as not so.
Okay. Well, anyways, I got sidetracked already, Zorra.
Indeed. I'm going to bring forth my beloved Soraya, because I know she has a few things to say. So
maybe Richard, beloved, one who knows.
Do you have something to say as well?
Oh, could I just if I could just preface his speaking? He is. We're going to put our beloved here, one who knows, has just put out an excellent message for all of us, and I'll go ahead and put that on the website. And okay, take it away.
In the meantime, my beloved will come forth.
So
no, Richard.
Yes, go ahead. One who knows.
Do you want me to talk about
knows? Speak.
you want me to talk about the piece I wrote on the purpose of the universe? Is that what you're speaking of?
Whatever from your heart.
Yeah.
Whatever is on your mind.
Yeah. Well, the purpose, just to say it, is the purpose of the universe is a creation and appreciation of that creation and expansion and love and joy. And so this whole experience that we've had with the Cabal and the good versus evil has been an experience that's been embraced and has been purposeful for us to have this experience of triumphing over fear. And we're now near graduation, and we will go on, and we'll always have these experiences for our own wisdom from being a part of this. And there's those who were a literal part of it, which were us, and then there are those who watched it from afar and learned by seeing it happen. And I just want people to know that nothing's gone wrong with this deal with the Cabal. This is all part of our challenging ourselves and rising above through the power of love. Is that how you see it there, Zorra?
Indeed.
Because people seem to think that it's gone wrong, and there's these things that have happened, but nothing's gone wrong. We wanted to have this experience. We wanted to have this challenge to get in the game and learn how to have faith and the power of love to triumph over fear, and we were very successful. And now it's end of game. Now it's time to move on to the next level.
Indeed, beloved ones, this is I, Soraya.
Welcome.
Thank you. We of the higher realms of love, of light, of knowing, we want to send you all of our love. These are difficult times as we look upon your earth. We want to remind you that you are all of higher vibrations and of light, have always been. This is why many of you have, as you call, the DNA being reactivated, so that you will know who you truly are. But many of you have not been able to be in touch with that knowing because you are still asleep in some way. Being in touch with the most higher selves that you are, the light beings of the galaxy and universes where you have come from. That is part of your ascension process. So the vehicles that you are inhabiting now, remember these are just the flesh, as you call it. This is minor. It's a minor play in your evolution. However, minor that you think it was important. You have a very important part, a most important part of the evolution of the galaxy that you are in presently. You are helping the galaxy to heal. This is now outside of our Earth, as you call it, beloved Terra or Gaia. It is time for you to get beyond even what is happening in your surroundings. Because as you go beyond this, you will understand and have the higher knowing of what is going on in the cosmos, in the universe. So, do not be in haste, for everything it will be working out so beautifully. This time that you are in is not even a second. It's nothing in comparison to the beyond where you come from. Play this part a little more in this linear time that you have, and play it to the best that you can. Make it the best that you can, because you know more than what you know in reality. And you will know this one day in your time. You will know who you are. This is why we always say that you are gods and goddesses, because we know this is truth. This is the truth. You will become the gods and goddesses that you are when you return home. But you must know that this is who you truly are in this beloved Terra or Earth. It needs your helping hand. It needs your love, your high frequency of knowing. Send forth your love as well to those around you, including the new elected Mr. Trump. He needs that encouragement and love so he as well can go within to understand who he truly is. It is, again, for you to know no judgment at all towards anyone to anyone that is of power. For you are all one, as we are all one. This evolution that you are on continues.
Indeed.
We are your beloveds. You have many beloveds, each other, and those who you have not met yet. You are on a very special mission.
Speak of meditation.
And that is what I am going to speak of as well.
Mm-hmm.
My beloved Zorra.
Indeed. I knew you would. A friendly reminder.
And so it shall be. I shall speak now in terms of what you know. So for all of you, we will have a short meditation so that you can move and know who you truly are. This is why meditation for all of you is so important. So all of you now that are listening, be it in a chair or on the floor, be very comfortable.
Out in nature.
Or out in nature, of course. We love nature. That is where we always prefer that you be, since this is where you have the closest connection with the oneness that we all are. So be it. Sit quietly. And now I want you all to begin to breathe slowly and deeply. And breathe in all of this divine energy, connection with oneness, connection with Source and Creator. You breathe in this wonderful vibration and frequency of Source. Breathe it in and allow this all to just move into the spaces of your cells, from the top of your head. You call this the higher chakra, your crown chakra. But we do not need to speak of chakras. Let's just move into your mind, into your brain. Fill this entire head space and fill this with golden white, especially white light. And as it is doing so, this brilliant white golden light is healing all ails, illnesses from all your different bodies. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual body. These are all the bodies that you have. Oh, we have the etheric body as well. You do. I'm trying to, as we do this together, I also use Quasar's body to see. Bring it down so it is now healing all the various parts of your head. As well, not only the brain, but also ears, anything going down, physically, going into illness or have illness in those areas. Those are healed. Moving down into your throat. Healing all in that area. Emotions, how you communicate, illnesses of those areas. Let us speak a little bit about this throat. From the higher knowing that you are, learn to speak forth only that is of love and light. It is for you to let go of any lower vibrations, one of judgment, one of negativity, one of anything of lower vibrations. When you accuse someone or you judge someone from your 3D or 4D perspective, you think sometimes it is for their own good. However, this is a mirror unto yourself. This is also a part of you to let go, to see that everyone is equal. Although maybe some may not have the higher knowingness that you understand. But all the more reason that there should be no judgment or accusations to others. So think, as you say, before you say anything. That is why we say, do not speak forth unless it is only of love and light. For all that you see around you that may be of darkness, that may be of not so high vibration, that is all right, because they do so only from their knowingness that may be of a lower dimension, of a lower vibration. Remember that you were there once. So it is in forgiveness and knowing that you send no judgment or accusations towards others. As you move this light energy down, go and heal all those that ail you in your physicality. Illnesses in the physical, you call them, so we know them as you call arthritis and aches and pains of this vessel, this beautiful vessel that you do have. Make it your commitment in this coming new year to make it healthy, to do what you can. Because when you are in health, it is much easier to move into meditation, to move into higher understandings and knowing. Move this energy now into your heart, the knowing heart, your knowing heart, the one that knows all that is going on in all of the universes, in all of the other being selves that you occupy. This you know not yet of, because you are more than who you think you are. And we know this to be a true reality as well. Bring forth this light into your heart to expand it outward to all those around you, even where there is conflict around you, even where there is discomfort around you. Send forth the love and light from the truth that you know, that all is well. Wherever you are, it does not matter. Know that you are love, and all around you is only love. Where there is of lower vibrations, send forth the love that you know, because they are only of love as well. Expand this love beyond you, beyond your friends and relatives, beyond your state, beyond your country, beyond this galaxy, beyond this universe, beyond, into the beyond of all the universes as you touch. Source, the source that you are. Feel that. Feel that in your body, in this body and all your body. Feel the power that you are. You are oneness with Creator. This is how powerful you are. That you can affect all that is. bring forth this light now back into your body and heal the rest of your body with this enormous knowing, this enormous love that source is. Source is the energy from whence you all came from whence you will go to again. You have never, ever lost this communication, never lost this connection. You are now totally healed of every illness that you have. When you know this to be the truth, you are healed. For you, as we always say, can heal yourself. If you can heal yourself, you have an important part in healing your earth, in healing Terra, Gaia. You can help all of you to ascend back to where you are needed. First, to bring forth that you go back to the center of this galaxy, where you are healing your galaxy. And then from there, wherever you wish, wherever you desire, wherever you are needed, the universes need you. The little you that you think you are not this at all. That is who you are. Source. Where you came from, where you are, and where you are going back to. So let's do together this part to heal us physically in your bodies, because we are always a part of you, to heal your governments, to heal your earth, to bring forth the pristine nature of who she is, to bring her forth into her ascension to where she belongs. This is a mammoth mission that you took upon yourself. You are realizing this more and more each moment of your earth flying. So be it. We are one. You are healed, and you know it. Beloved.
Indeed. Did I say a few words? Her few words turn into a lecture. But they are wonderful lecture words. And
I was so relaxed.
Meditation words.
Yes.
Indeed. Now imagine if everyone listening to this call was to do exactly what was just done. That was a meditation. That is what you need to learn.
And they can replay this time and time again.
Of course. You can replay this meditation given by my beloved Soraya as often as you wish. And it will put you in what is called beyond alpha state. It will quiet your mind. It will take away the chaos in your life. It will take away the depression in your life. It will just take away despair, all the uncertainness of your life. by doing this meditation, you will renew your being, you will renew your understanding, and you will know that you are doing it. Because you are gods and you are goddesses. Sometimes both. When I speak of both, what does that mean? It means, when I say sometimes both, this is another issue that needs to be brought forth. And it is pertaining to what is termed those gods and goddesses in one form, in one body. You term them as transgender. You term them as transsexual. You term them as strange or different. But they are same as you. And you are same as them.
Even those that are of the same sex.
Of course. Even those that are of the same sex. Of course. One male and female God in one body. Or those you term as hermaphrodite. Anyway. But understand, they are the same as you. In Hollow Earth, we are both. In what is termed, and this is also known in your Indian cultures, Native American in particular. In their understanding, a male and female entity is a sacred being. And that is true. They are. For they know both sides of the coin. So to speak. They have experienced both sides of the reality of man and woman. And they are one. And they are most powerful as well, because of their existence. So do not judge them, do not prosecute them, or hate them. Love them, for they are the future. So, anyway.
You may elaborate on that they are the future.
They are the future. The future of the entire Gaia, which you term your Mother Earth.
Meaning?
Meaning, more and more beings that are coming forth in the form babies, as you term them, are coming forth very enlightened beings. And many are coming forth dual gods as well. So it is not so what is called not what is the term I'm seeking? Not different, but
you're saying what's kind of rare now will be more commonplace later.
Very much so. Understand, many of your what is called your your celebrities, as you term them, are dual gods. Meaning, at one time they were born of the gender, and they have changed, or they have become more of who they are. And it is not strange. It is not a sickness. It is not a disease. It is a fact.
It is part of the evolution.
There you are.
The evolution. Eons ago,
Indeed.
You were one. And from there, it was upon free will that beings decided to be able to experience division within themselves. And part of this division, as you saw, going down or separating, there became a division of man and woman. Before that, there was only one. One only understood what oneness was. In the evolution of time, these gods decided they wanted to experience a difference, and so therefore separated. This is part of your evolutionary track, as you say.
Indeed.
And now you have come upon a time on your beloved Terra, many differences in who one is. This is the time for people to be able to embrace the differences, even if one does not understand. We see you all as equals, irregardless, because you are still evolving. Of course, we are all evolving. Even us, as gods that we are, evolving.
And isn't it true that people in many lifetimes have been women and in other lifetimes have been men and have experimented or experienced both?
Indeed. This is what the wish was. This was the creation that they requested to be. It's to the understanding of all that is. It matters not what you are. It matters not, for we are all one. Whether you are a pebble in the sand, or whether you are a tree, or whether you are a flower, or rock, we are all one. This is why all of the differences that you see and feel, it is time, in your time, to know that you are one beautiful creation coming from Source. This is why the differences come upon you now, so that you may realize who you truly are. You are indeed gods and goddesses. It is time for you to look beyond what you see, and that you only see the oneness that you truly are. Indeed.
That is so. And once you come to know this, as the one who knows, once you come to know this, your life will change for the better.
And the world will change.
And the world will change because you have changed.
This is part of your part in your evolution of your planet. It is time for this little blue planet to move into her place in your galaxy. It is time to ascend. This is time. It is time for your ascension. This is what we have all been waiting for. This is what you have all been waiting for. So it is upon you to bring this on, to bring this forth, and do your part. For you are, and we are all one. So be it.
Indeed.
And I might add also, if I can, that people are very comfortable realizing and recognizing that they're creators, but that's what makes them gods. Gods are creators. And
that is true. Yes.
And so they recognize they're creators, but that's because they're gods. Gods are creators. They have the power to create.
Indeed.
Indeed. And that is fact.
And we are done.
And one other thing I'm going to mention as well. This also goes for your beloved brothers and sisters of the sea.
Indeed.
You understand? You are one with the shark. You are one with the whale. You are one with the dolphin. You are one with the manitou. You are one with all creatures of the sea. For that is your origin, in a sense. But it is also your playground, if you will, enjoyment to go out into the sea. And you have the ability, beloved ones, to breathe underwater. You find that shocking? It is a fact. You are not just land dwellers, you are also aquatic in nature. Now, what does that mean? Aquatic in nature. Meaning, you were not always land dwellers. And there's also a species out there in the oceans. They are known as merpeoples. Some term them mermaids. Mythical beings, you term them. But they are not mythical at all. They are quite alive and well, and they're beginning to repopulate the oceans. Because the poisons in the oceans are being dispensed with. Your pollutions in your oceans are beginning to clear much of your coastlines, even the ones in Florida. You go out to them. You don't see debris in the ocean. You do not see waste in the ocean. You only see purity. Because the oceans are being cleansed completely. Soon you will be able to hear their song. The oceans will sing to you. If you go into the oceans, put your feet into the oceans, sit in the oceans, that is your direct contact with Terra. And when you do this, you will feel the essence, the love of the oceans, the draw of the oceans to you. You over there, and one who knows in Florida, go and check your oceans. You're very near to them.
They say that 80 to 90% live near the oceans and live near a big body of water because we just have we're naturally drawn to it.
Indeed. And why are you drawn to it? Not just because of the beauty of it. It is because it is drawing you back to it. It is drawing you to the oceans because in the past life, you were in the ocean as merpeoples.
Not everyone.
That is so. Not everyone, but many are. Many are.
And so the tales of mermaids are probably based on real experiences.
Well, what is understood when they saw a being in the water, swimming in the water, with no means of what is called underwater, and what is termed, even in the olden times, in what is called your pirate days and things of this nature, they experienced these beings that were in the ocean, a people. They called them the people of the ocean. And they did not call them mermaids at the time. They just termed them as people of the ocean. The sea people, if you will. But because they were in the ocean and had their residence there, the term mermaid came forth. But they misconstrued it by creating this mythical tale of a fish. And the mythical tale of a fish was brought down through generation after generation after generation, what is called bringing forth the misunderstanding that the tales were of a fish. And that is false. They are the tales of dolphins, not the tales of fish. Understand, a fish's anatomy is not compatible with that of a human. But the anatomy of a dolphin is compatible, bone-wise, with that of a man or a human. So, what you are seeing in the oceans as sea people, mermaids, their makeup is half human and half dolphin. Never a fish.
Will they be showing themselves more after disclosure?
They're beginning to show themselves more even now. People have seen them on cruise ships. They have seen them racing alongside of them. People have taken pictures of them.
Wow.
And and many have shown these pictures to people they have, upon returning to the land. They have shown these pictures, and they have deemed them as fake, or they have deemed them as a hoax. But when you are on a vessel, a Navy vessel, or a cruise ship, or something of this nature, and you see this creature that is racing alongside of the ship, passing the ship, understand the ship is going several knots in the water. Yes?
Yes.
Well, but you notice dolphins outrace a cruise ship. Likewise, the mer people do the same. They are much faster in the water. You can term them as miles per hour instead of knots. They can traverse the entire ocean from one side to the other in a matter of hours.
Wow.
That is how fast they are. Understand, you have the same essence within you. Because, my beloved Richard,
yes,
one who knows, here's
yes,
something you didn't know. You were a mer person in your most recent past life.
Oh, wow.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, that is. Well, I do
Indeed.
love the ocean, and of course, I'm down here in Florida near it. I heard you say to somebody one time that you had also said used to be a mer person at one time, to go down to the ocean and that they would come up and say hello. So if I went down to the ocean and put my feet in and called them mentally, psychically, they might show up?
They might indeed. Would not that be a blessing for you?
Yeah, that sure would.
He has to call them.
You must
Life
call
is
them.
so interesting and exciting and wonderful.
You call them telepathically. You know how to do that?
Yes, you just speak with the knowing that it's being received in your mind.
Indeed. And if they deem you worthy, they shall appear. And being you were one at one time, you are deemed worthy.
Nice.
Most recent.
Indeed. This was your most recent past life as a mer person of the male gender.
Wow, that's quite a revelation.
Indeed.
Well, I have an urge to live right on the ocean, and
there you go.
that must be part of that.
Yeah,
Indeed.
of course. Always a reason for everything, Zorra.
Once you receive your blessing, I would suggest you move to the coast.
Yes, I'll do that. That'd be very fun. It's good. I tell you, life is going to be. I tell people, life is going to be so exciting from now on. Every day is going to be something new, something wonderful to be discovered
Indeed.
and learned and made available. It's just going to be like Christmas every day, day after day, from now on and forevermore. It's going to be very exciting.
Indeed, it is.
And I imagine in the same way as most people aren't aware of the mer people, I'm sure there's probably many other species, even on land, that we have never come in contact with because I guess they're staying away from us. But I imagine there's a lot to be discovered after disclosure and after we become more vibrationally closer to love, to where they feel safe in our presence.
Of course.
Indeed. And also, we have brought a complete halt to all Navy experimentation with what is called sonar. Because the last test that was done, what they would term as a UFO, many times larger than the atomic submarine, appeared right next to them.
When was that?
Just recently. They were getting ready to do an experiment with the sonar.
Send out a pulse.
Send out a pulse. The pulse was sent out, but it was absorbed by the vessel next to them. And then a voice came through their communications, a simple phrase: cease and desist all operations that you are trying to accomplish, or we will stop you.
I take it they stopped.
They did. No more. They were given a message to give to the Admiralty of the Navy. Stop all operations regarding harmful pulses that you are sending into the oceans. Indeed.
I heard you talk about that before, that it was harming the mer people's civilizations and their cities from those pulses as well.
Not necessarily the cities, but the mer peoples and the swimming in the oceans, because their navigational frequency was disrupted by this pulse, and also off the coast of Antarctica, the whaling ships have been recalled. They have put a ban on whaling completely. They are no longer searching for the whales.
That's good. They've been working on that for a while.
And the purpose of that was, or how it came about, some vessels from Japan and from other countries in the area that were seeking to fish for whales, had a visitation of a vessel in the air above their ships. And the simple words were, "Stop your whaling or you will be terminated."
Ooh.
Who was that, Zorra, that did that? Who did that?
Well, it was interesting because the vessel that was the airship that was above them, interestingly enough, these craft were from the area known as New Berlin.
Oh wow, from Antarctica.
Yes, in the beyond the curvature of the Antarctic southern polar opening, and of course the vessel or the craft that was above the whaling vessel, on the bottom, it had a backward swastika on the underside.
And you might explain that, sir.
A backward swastika means peace.
Oh.
Inverted swastika means Third Reich. But the backward swastika is a symbol of peace, not of war.
So they're from
the New Jerusalem, New Berlin.
And are those beings from New Berlin? What is their originality? Where do they come from?
Their ancestors were from the World War II. And what you term the Nazis. At the end of the war, toward the end of the war, they went down, actually about a quarter into the World War II. They sent down U-boats and things of this nature down into the area halfway around the opening of the southern polar opening to establish a community. It is now a thriving city. But it is also, does not have the philosophy of Hitler. It has the philosophy of peace, known as New Berlin. And the flag that is flying over that New Berlin, it looks exactly like what is called the Nazi flag with a reversed swastika. So it is not the symbol of Nazism.
Now you said
a symbol of peace.
You said that they weren't going to be permitted to be there unless they changed their ways, and
Correct.
That's why they changed their ways to a more loving, peaceful, kind society.
Indeed. And because of their decision to do so, they have gained what is called favor with the Council of the Hollow Earth. So they were given the task to stop the whaling vessels.
Which again is evidence that they're peaceful now.
Indeed, for they simply flew above hovered above these vessels that were trying to find the whales, and gave a simple ultimatum: stop or be terminated. So they reversed course.
Well, Zorra, and one who knows and believes.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Anyway.
Jane is in the house.
And I think we should probably begin to close our call for today.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah, sorry. Zora
It is
says
like
he believes so.
10 after 12.
Yeah, we've been going on and on here. So we can get this out to everyone.
Indeed.
So Zora, going back to the initial reason as to why we had this call today.
Yes.
Regarding the 800 numbers. And this has been a very uplifting call for everyone.
Indeed.
So do you have any final words before we adjourn?
Continue with your knowingness. Not believing. Believing doesn't accomplish. Knowing does. So take your believing and throw it away. Go to the one that says, I know. Or to the knowingness that you are.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Go to the knowingness that you are. To the gods and goddesses that you are. The answers lie there.
Then we'll give them a pulse, Zora. A quick one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I receive.
From the God of my being or goddess of my being.
From the God of my being.
I fully know that I am God.
I fully know that I am God.
A God.
Or goddess.
A God.
Or goddess.
Indeed.
Indeed. And it is so.
And indeed, and it is so.
Just
and I know
as
it.
God said, let there be light, and there was light. We say unto you, we are gods. Say that to yourselves. We are gods or goddesses. And when you do that, you will feel the reckoning within you that will bear witness with what you're saying, because it is, in a sense, saying, hallelujah, they got it.
Yes. Well, people recognize they're creators, but they don't realize that's what gods are. Gods are creators.
And so be it. And we are done.
And so be it.
Indeed. And those ones out there, known as Christians, say and know, when you speak of the rapture, you may change the word from rapture to ascension. But that is what it is.
Indeed. We are done.
We are done.